extremism is coming to a town near you.
We are not subject to federal direction. We get to be free and be left alone.
He espouses that sheriffs are the highest law of the land, that they answer to no higher governmental authority.
It's wrong. The sheriff is not the highest authority.
Our program looks at a group called the Constitutional Sheriffs and Peace Officers Association that has been conducting trainings across the state of Texas aimed at teaching local law enforcement, sheriffs and police officers that they have powers over the federal government, over the FBI, and in some cases the President of the United States. And so as a result of the reporting, the state started an investigation, began looking at these trainings, and actually determined that they were political in nature and not legitimate law enforcement training, and they prohibited the group from continuing to teach this.
The federal government isn't our boss.
Everybody that attends wants to find another sheriff friend to bring them with them. And I've been to 2 of them here in Texas.
I bought in.
Do you have the power then to overrule, say, the FBI?
I can make it policy to where they have to come through me.
I have a lot of questions for you. It's just trying to see if we can get an answer.
Truth really doesn't matter in these realms. Perception matters. They're putting forth the perception that they're protecting the Constitution, and it's just not true.
These things often start at a local level, and if we are not digging in and doing stories that actually matter, that bring light to subjects like this that may otherwise be allowed to go on, then these things will never be found out and change will never become possible. And I think we have always strived to do stories that actually matter and that will have impact on people's lives and are consequential in some way. And that's the goal of our station as local journalists. And I think it's the goal of many that you see some here tonight.
It means a lot as a local station, I think, to be on this stage with so many other national projects. And, again, I think we're living at a time where local journalism is more important than ever, because as reporters, we have a duty, I think, to hold the powerful accountable and to stand for truth.
Shirley turned up in social media photos of a CSPOA training session for law enforcement in February of 2022, held about 90 miles from Granbury. But he won't answer our questions about his ties to the CSPOA.
Hey, Constable. Scott Friedman from NBC5. How are you?
Scott, got nothing to say to you.
I have a lot of questions for you. I was just trying to see if we could get an answer to those questions. I'm trying to understand your involvement with the Constitutional Sheriffs. Can you tell me why you've joined that group? You spent taxpayer money to join the group, sir. I'm just trying to understand your decision to join that.
I think good storytelling matters because the story that we told, it had a lot of facts, a lot of moving parts. It's so important to be a good storyteller, to be able to put all those facts, those spreadsheets, that data point together and make it in just a sense that it makes sense to our viewers. That it resonates with people, that they want to continue watching. If I think we did a 60-minute piece, and to get people to watch for 60 minutes, you have to have good storytelling.
Well, we brought in a lot of people and the brain power to really put a 60-minute piece on, which for a local TV station, it's a little bit unheard of. And this particular piece we actually did not do in the traditional sense of putting it on the 10 o'clock news. We actually took a little bit of a gamble and put it, we went straight to streaming. And that took it to a whole new audience, a national audience. I think maybe why we're here today. And just the investment that NBC Universal's made in our group, in the storytelling. I'm thankful every day to be here.